I have to tell Emily some news. Let's see how she reacts.
Matt.
The truck won't start.
No way. So we are in Southern Illinois in a beautiful park with full hookups. We never had full hookups before. So it's not a bad situation, even though our new truck didn't start the day after we got it. And Mia's getting to run around.
Can you trade in a truck that you bought a week ago? You know how most RV maps, it looks like, I could think this like
A nice circle.
Loop that they spend all this time with? It's like 3 weeks, 3 trucks. That
was some hard running you just did.
If the battery was cold dead, and then I jumped the battery and drove right to AutoZone 2 minutes away, and said the battery's 100%, how would the battery have charged 100% in 2 blocks?
But how does that make any sense then? When you jumped it, then it started. Was that just chance that it was an intermittent issue with the starter or whatever?
Yeah, I was just trying a couple times, and then it just went.
Right, let's try it right now.
You heard that noise?
Yeah. Alright, there's the starter. We're going to try to do the remote start. And the starter just clicks like that. Got ourselves a lemon, boys. At least our 18-year-old truck started.
Mm-hmm.
And to be fair, it never left us stranded.
Yeah.
Basically, we've been having truck issues since we left. So we've been on the road full time for like 2 weeks. We had a Ram 1500, and you can check out the video linked here to get the whole story on that. But long story short, we needed to upgrade the truck. We decided to go to gas. Found 2, one in North Carolina, one in Indianapolis. We were in Florida. The one in Indianapolis had half the miles, was a year newer, only like $5,000 more, but it came certified pre-owned with a warranty. Powertrain, 7-year, 100,000 mile warranty, and a bumper-to-bumper 3-month, 3,000 mile warranty. They said it was good at any dealership in the country. I think that was a good choice. We'll go there to get it. It's exactly as described. Test drove it. Felt like a newer truck. And so the next day we get up to go start heading south, and the truck doesn't start. And I'm just like, oh, the new truck doesn't start. So I didn't really think too much of it. I put the booster pack on it. After like a couple tries, it started up. Then we towed, and when we were towing with it, it was just a very surprising experience. Like, it handled the trailer really well, but it just seemed like I could definitely feel the trailer behind me, and the truck could definitely feel it, because if we were at a red light and it was a little uphill grade and I accelerated, not anything crazy, just regular acceleration, it would hold the gear till it revs to like 5,000 RPM. Red line on this thing, it only goes to 7, the tachometer, and I think the power, like the top of the power band is something like 4,500 or something. So this thing is rated to tow 12,600 pounds, I think. So it's towing half of its tow capacity, and it's almost redlining to go 30 miles an hour up a very slight grade. Not good towing characteristics. And it kind of wanders a little bit. I think that has to do with maybe these tires and the steering boxes on Rams, but it didn't feel like planted on the highway. Like, even unloaded, it felt like it just like wandered in the lane a little bit. Then we towed to our new spot, and I wasn't thrilled with the towing of a gas engine. I guess that's why everyone who tows often says go with diesel. The next morning, this is the second day that we had the truck. I was like, all right, I made sure everything was off, no lights or anything, and I go out in the morning and the truck doesn't start. Then I jump it again and I get it to start. So I call the dealership we got it from. He's like, take it to a dealer down there. Call a dealership down there, they could take it that day. And they had a loaner car, so worked out well. And it was only like 10 minutes from the campground. I take it to this dealership. They have it all day. They say there's no parasitic draw, the battery and alternator are good, and come pick up the truck. I was like, so you didn't fix it? Like, what was the problem? They didn't know. So I kind of had a feeling I was going to be stuck with that same issue. And of course, even that day, I got home, I went to move the car or something, and the same thing. I hit the start button, it would just click. So I was like, so it's not a battery or a charging issue, it's something else. Now that it's clicking and the battery's charged, we've kind of like narrowed it down to it's probably the starter or something related to that. I don't know. Call them back, and they say, oh, the loaner just went out. Call me back first thing in the morning, and call back. All right, we'll call you. Don't hear from them. Wednesday, Thursday. I'm like, I feel like I'm getting the runaround. Then I get a text. I just got a text. Matthew, this is the service manager. You really need to take the truck back to where you bought it because they will not cover the first bill that we have sent them, so we can't go further with your truck at this time. They were lying.
Thanks for holding. Someone will be right with you.
Are you kidding me?
Why didn't they just tell you that? I knew they were lying, because that doesn't make any sense. First there was one loaner, then there were 4 loaners.
So I called the original dealer back that I bought it from. Oh no, that's not the case. They just have to call this warranty number, tell them to redo it. So now we have a truck that has an intermittent starting issue, and we're in a very rural area in southern Illinois. The only dealership in the town wants nothing to do with us. And the spot we're in, you can only stay for 14 days and then you have to leave it or move spots. So it hasn't been a great situation. So then I called other dealerships like within an hour away.
Try to tone down your New York accent.
And some of them like, oh, I can get you in next Friday. None of them have loaner cars. So it's like if I need to order a starter, it takes a couple days. Like, then I found the dealership that was only like 40 minutes away and he could see it today on Friday. So that's where I'm going now. And he actually said that he's seen a couple of these issues with this truck, with the starter having like a loose connection somewhere. So maybe it's that, or maybe he has to replace the starter and get us back on the road. Probably should have got a diesel. I'm sure we'll be selling this and looking to get a diesel. Alright, cold night last night, sat all night. Let's see how she starts up. Alright, I think it's safe to say that this truck is pretty good starting. It hasn't had an issue in like 4 or 5 days and starts up every time. So I think it's time for us to get back on the road.
Mia likes this window so much that she has all the freedom that she needs out there. And she still comes in to look out the window. Oh, Booty, you didn't get there in time.
Oh, you're too slow. Come on, Parker.
This is our first fire.
As campers?
As campers. As RVers. We're not really like big on the smell that it gets on all our clothes and stuff, as well as the fine particulate matter that gets into your lungs. And so we try not to do this too much, but the wind's blowing that way, so you can't even smell it right here.
You hit that, the box drops down, it says credit application.
Yep.
Go ahead and fill that in.
Right. So it's like, is this truck worth 55? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And is it? Oh. I'll show folks at home. Matt is very good about doing his research. That's one thing I appreciate.
Like, they also add on to it these fees here,
Yeah.
so another 500. So it's close. So the trade-in is $5,300 lost.
Money-wise, how much money we've saved by you wearing the same socks.
8 years.
About to get a diesel.
Bought another car sight unseen. That's been working well for us. So we're heading east. We're not heading south. We're heading east. Woo! About to drop more coin, baby. I can't believe I'm doing this. It feels right though. On the way to buy our old truck, there was a huge coming sign on the side of the highway. I was like, look how big that coming sign is. Do you think that's a sign? I was like, maybe I'm just seeing that because I'm looking at trucks. And then later that drive, there's a truck broken down on the side of the road, and it's the first time that I saw a Ram that had the Hemi in it, the gas engine, and it was broken down. And Emily was like, is that the truck we're going to get? I was like, yep, that's the first one we've seen, and it's broken down on the side of the road. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes. I could just fly there in like 2 hours right now.
Do you want to do that?
We can't bring both trucks back. We'd have to swap everything in the parking lot.
We could do that. We did it pretty quick.
I mean, if we left, say, in a half hour, bought another truck, that's 3 trucks in 3 weeks of full time. There's something different. I'm excited about this one. I'm excited about the last. I was like forced. This one, we weren't forced. We didn't have to do it.
Even the puppy's happy.
But boys had to be in the car for a long time. All right, let's go. They got to stay another night.
So now we can
Just go, get the truck, do it, come back. And then we'll leave tomorrow and go wherever you want. To get a diesel.
You know what? I always wanted to get a dog and name him Diesel.
Cause you're like a turbocharged.
Is that
The back breakup.
I'm calling the ASPCA.
No, I didn't.
All right, so we're headed out to Kentucky to buy this truck number 3. If you are excited to see it and you want a little tour, be sure to subscribe because that will be next week's video. So we'll see you then.
1863 a payload. We're gonna
Nice.
go over payload.